Hey there. Ever feel like adulting has like totally zapped that creative spark you used to have?
Oh, absolutely.
Like somewhere between the spreadsheets and, just life stuff, we forget how to like finger paint with mashed potatoes.
It's true.
Yeah,
We put creativity in a box.
totally. So in this deep dive, we're going to explore how reigniting that creative flame can actually be a game changer. Seriously.
Yeah, it's not just a hobby, right?
Exactly. We're diving into this TEDx talk by TJ Dawe, and it really resonated with me. He's talking about how creativity isn't just for artists, it's for everyone.
Yeah.
And even more importantly, it's like a secret weapon for dealing with life's curveballs.
It's about tapping into that wellspring of ingenuity we all have.
Oh, totally.
That playful, curious energy. We had tons of it as kids. Like, remember building those Lego empires?
Oh, yeah.
Or turning boxes into spaceships?
The best.
That's it.
Dawe talks about how we lose touch with that innate creativity, and it's because of things like fear of judgment,
Yeah.
or just life getting in the way.
He calls them creativity killers
Oh, wow.
because it's so easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others.
Totally. Like, oh, my stuff's not good enough.
Exactly.
Why bother doodling when Picasso exists?
Exactly. But here's where Dawe flips the script. He says it's not about being Picasso.
Okay, I like where this is going.
It's recognizing that creativity shows up in everyday stuff.
Okay.
Cooking a meal,
Mm.
problem solving at work,
Yeah.
even organizing your sock drawer in a weirdly satisfying way.
Yeah.
These are all acts of creativity.
I love that. So it's not about being an artist, it's about bringing that artistic approach to life.
Yes. And those small acts, they matter. They cultivate joy,
Right.
flexibility, resilience for when life throws its inevitable curveballs.
Speaking of curveballs, this is where I have to tell you about the banjo player. This anecdote from Dawe's talk really got me.
Oh yes, this story is powerful. It shows how creativity can bloom even when things are tough.
So picture this. Dawe's friend, he's like, this high-powered CEO gets a life-altering cancer diagnosis.
Oh.
And what does he do? He dusts off his old banjo.
Wow.
He doesn't just strum a few chords, he pours his heart into it, even creates a whole stage show about it,
Wow.
sharing his story and his love for music.
Amazing.
It makes you think, right? What if he'd let fear hold him back?
Yeah.
This story it embodies Dawe's message. It's never too late
It's never too late.
to reconnect with that creative side, no matter what.
No matter what life throws at you.
Yeah.
And to bridge that gap between wanting to be creative and actually doing it, Dawe highlights accountability.
Oh, okay. Like having a creative buddy.
Exactly. Having someone to share the journey with.
Yeah.
Could be a partner, a coach, even a friend who checks in on your progress.
Yeah, it just keeps you on track.
Exactly. It makes all the difference. It's about setting aside time for creativity
Yeah, making it a priority.
and sticking to it.
So turning that intention into action, which I know can be tough, does he give any tips on how to actually do that?
He does. He keeps it super simple.
Okay, I like simple.
His first tip, find an accountability partner. Think about who in your life could be that person for you. Someone who inspires you, keeps you accountable,
Yeah.
and celebrates those wins with you.
Oh, I love that. Someone to share those aha moments with.
Yes.
And maybe like gently nudge you when you're in a rut.
Precisely. And his second tip, 5 minutes a day, just 5 minutes.
That's it.
That's
If
it.
anyone can spare 5 minutes.
That's the beauty of it. And the real magic is in the consistency.
Mm.
5 minutes of doodling, writing, brainstorming, whatever lights you up.
Yeah.
It can have a surprisingly profound impact over time.
5 minutes. That's all it takes, to open that door. Like that saying, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Right.
Or a single, diddle.
Exactly.
Hmm.
What I find so compelling about his message is that it's not just about making art.
Okay.
It's about that creative process
Yeah.
as a way to navigate all of life's, ups and downs.
You've said that a couple of times now, and I'm really curious about, what does that actually look like? Well, let's think about it. Dawe's not just saying, go make art and you'll feel better.
Yeah.
Although that's true, too.
Totally.
Hmm.
Getting lost in a creative project, so therapeutic.
Absolutely. But he's going deeper here,
Okay.
talking about how cultivating creativity builds resilience.
Oh, okay.
When we tap into that creative potential, we're basically strengthening our ability to, problem solve,
Right.
find solutions, see the world from different perspectives. And that can be really empowering, especially during tough times.
It's like exercising that problem-solving muscle.
Yes.
So it doesn't just make us better artists, it makes us better at life.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that even when things are rough, when we're facing these huge obstacles, we still have that spark,
Yeah.
that capacity for creativity, for generating new solutions, approaching things with a fresh perspective. That's where resilience is.
Wow. I never thought about it like that. But it makes so much sense, right? It's like this inner strength that we can
Yes.
pull out when we need it most. And another thing that Dawe really emphasizes is that creativity isn't about perfection.
Thank goodness.
Right.
Can you imagine?
But seriously, he's all about shifting that focus from the end product to the process.
Okay.
It's about giving ourselves permission to experiment, to play,
Yeah.
to make a mess without the weight of expectation.
Because isn't that like where the real magic happens? When we kind of let go of that need to be perfect and just explore?
Precisely. And that fear of failure, of not being good enough, it can be so paralyzing.
Totally.
But Daw's encouraging us to embrace those imperfections,
Right.
see those mistakes as opportunities for learning and growth.
That's such an important point, because if we're so busy trying to be perfect, we miss the joy,
Yeah.
the discoveries.
Yes, the journey.
Right.
It's about rediscovering that childlike sense of wonder
Totally.
and playfulness. Remember when we were kids and a cardboard box could be anything?
Oh, yeah. The best.
That's the energy. Daw wants us to tap back into that.
It's like we get to be kids again, but like with adult knowledge.
Right. And you know what that reminds me? Daw talks about how creativity, it doesn't just benefit us.
Okay.
It has this ripple effect.
Oh, interesting.
It impacts the world around us.
Oh, wow. Okay, so how does like my creativity make a difference in the grand scheme of things?
Well, think of it like this. When we're embracing our own creativity, we become more adaptable,
Right.
more resourceful, more empathetic even. And those qualities, they don't just stay in like the art studio.
Yeah, they come with us.
Exactly. They spill into our relationships, our work, our communities.
Oh, I love them.
Become better at collaborating, at communicating, at finding those outside-the-box solutions to problems.
Yeah.
It's like that creative energy. It's contagious. It inspires other people to tap into their own potential too.
So it's like we each have this creative fingerprint,
Mm.
and by sharing that, we're adding to this whole like tapestry of human experience.
Beautifully said. It makes me think of that quote, creativity is contagious, pass it on.
Oh, yeah.
When we embrace our own creativity, we give other people permission to do the same.
Yeah.
And that's powerful.
That can spark a whole movement.
Absolutely. And, it goes back to what we were saying about resilience. When we encourage creativity as a society, we're making the world a more resilient place.
Totally.
A world that can face challenges head on,
Yeah.
adapt to change, embrace new possibilities.
It's so inspiring. It's like he's reminding us that we all have something special to offer.
Yes.
And embracing that, it's not just good for us, it's like a gift to everyone.
That's the beauty of it. It's
Yeah,
not
right.
about being the next Picasso or Mozart. It's about finding that joy in creating,
Yeah, whatever that looks like for you.
whatever it looks like for you, and trusting that even those small acts of creativity, they matter.
They make a difference. So, to everyone listening, we want to hear from you. What's one creative thing you've been like meaning to try? Share with us on social media.
Yes.
Let's inspire each other.
Because, just like we learned from TJ Dawe, creativity is not a luxury. It's essential.
As a lifeline.
It's a lifeline to joy, resilience, hope, and it can transform us and the world.
So go forth and be brilliantly you. That wraps up our deep dive into the power of creativity. Until next time, keep those sparks flying.